Oh wow, let's just stop for a second and take this in. GoPro actually gave us something. After all the waiting. After the endless silence, after the rumors, delays, cancelled plans, and just plain nothingness, they finally moved, and it was so GoPro. No flashy ad, no event. Just a clean, sharp clip, a group of skydivers floating in midair, no music, no voiceover. Just motion, tension, and one single word. Dropping. That was it. Just that. No name, no specs, no camera in focus. Just enough to make every GoPro fan sit up and say, wait. What was that? It hit different. If you've been holding out for a GoPro Max to like I have, that teaser didn't feel small. It felt like a message, a pulse, a jolt after years of waiting and wondering if GoPro had abandoned their 360 dreams. And let's be real, we've been starved. There hasn't been a real Max update since the original dropped in 2019. That's 5 years. 5 years of Insta360 dominating. 5 years of DJI catching up. 5 years of GoPro saying nothing. So yeah, when they dropped that one-word teaser, it was like a lightning bolt. It was confirmation. The Max series isn't dead. Let's talk about that teaser a bit more, because it wasn't just a throwaway clip. The camera we saw in the skydiving shot, that wasn't the old Max. It was different. You could see it in the silhouette. The body was beefier. The lenses were balanced, centered, perfectly symmetrical. No more of that awkward off-axis design from the original Max. This time, it looks serious. Like GoPro finally went all in on 360 instead of testing the waters. And those cooling fins up front, yeah, those are not there for looks. Those fins scream power. They scream heat management. And that only means one thing. This camera is doing serious work under the hood, which brings us to the first big possibility. Could we finally be getting 8K video? Think about it. The Insta360 X3 shoots at 5.7K. The X4 just hit 8K at 30 fps. DJI is about to drop a 360 cam too, probably aiming high. So for GoPro to step in now, they need to come swinging. They need to go above 5.6K, and the only thing that justifies that heat sink, that new body, that teaser moment is 8K, and not just 8K. The rumors are pointing to 8K at 60 frames per second. Let that sink in. 8K 6.0 in a tiny action cam body. With stabilization, dual lenses, and GoPro color science, that would be huge. That would leapfrog the Max straight to the top of the creator wish list. But it's not just about resolution. What we're seeing is a change in posture from GoPro. The teaser didn't shout. It whispered, it didn't explain, it dared us to guess, and that's what makes it powerful, because GoPro knows they've been silent too long. They know people gave up waiting. They know the Insta360 X4 is already out. And they know the DJI Osmo 360 is coming in hot. This wasn't just a teaser. It was a warning shot. GoPro is back, and they didn't forget us. Now let's talk about the design. What we saw, even from that short glimpse, looked refined. Not flashy, just solid. The lenses are now perfectly centered. It gives the camera a balanced, pro look. Gone is the odd asymmetry of the original Max. This feels cleaner, more logical. Like it was built by people who actually use the product. And the body, it's more robust, it looks rugged, thicker, stronger, ready to be thrown off buildings, dumped underwater, strapped to speeding bikes, or launched from planes, which is exactly what GoPros are made for. This thing looks like a tank. Like it's saying, yeah, drop me, I dare you. Now, let's talk about those cooling fins again. You don't put thermal management like that on a camera unless you're planning to push the limits. And that tells us a lot. It tells us this camera is going to generate heat, lots of it, probably from processing massive amounts of video data, possibly in 8K, maybe even with HDR or high bitrate formats. In other words, this isn't a casual upgrade. This is GoPro building something to compete, not with their own hero line, but with the best 360 cameras in the world. And let's be honest, That's what creators want. We've all seen what the Insta360X5 is doing. We know what the X4 is capable of. And we've been watching DJI creep closer with every release. But the one thing GoPro has that no one else does? It's the GoPro feel. There's just something about their footage. Their color science, their stabilization, the way they handle highlights. It feels alive, it feels bold. It feels real. But GoPro can't rely on that alone anymore. They need to upgrade the specs. And from what we're hearing, they might finally be doing just that. One of the biggest rumors out there is this: dual 1-inch sensors. Now let me tell you, if this turns out to be true, this could change everything. The original Max had small sensors, good for daylight, but once the sun went down, things got rough, grainy footage, blurry action. Washed out colors with 1-inch sensors, that all goes away. You get better low light performance. You get sharper detail, you get deeper depth and more. Dynamic range, night rides, indoor scenes, late hikes, all of it becomes usable. That's huge for creators, especially the ones doing travel, adventure, music, or sports content. They need cameras that don't quit when the lights dim. But here's the thing. None of this will matter if GoPro doesn't fix the other stuff. Let's be honest. GoPro's biggest weakness lately hasn't been the hardware. It's been the software experience. Let's start with the battery. The Max's battery wasn't great. It was okay, but not enough. Shooting 360 video chews through power, and when it gets cold, forget about it. If GoPro wants this to be taken seriously, they need to give us a real battery this time. One that lasts, one that doesn't overheat, one that doesn't randomly shut down. Next up, the Quick app. Yeah. Let's talk about that. It's called Quick, but it doesn't feel quick. Not anymore. It's been clunky, slow, the editing tools are limited, reframing is a chore, exporting takes forever. And compared to what Insta360 is offering, GoPro's app just feels outdated. Insta's app has AI tracking, gesture control, smart reframing, even automatic edits that actually look good. Meanwhile, GoPro's still asking us to trim clips manually that can't fly anymore. If GoPro wants to win this round, they have to step up their software game, because the best hardware in the world means nothing if the experience around it is a headache. And while we're at it, GoPro, please give us a P-inch thread mount this time. Stop forcing us to use adapters. Just give us the standard tripod thread built in, like literally every other 360 camera in 2025. It's time. Also, bring over that hero-style side door for the battery and SD card. The slide-out tray on the Max was never fun, especially when your fingers are frozen, wet, or full of sand. Make it easy to swap batteries. Make it simple to change cards. That's what we want, because here's the truth. This isn't just a new camera. This is a second chance. The GoPro Max 2 isn't just about specs. It's about trust. It's about GoPro proving they still know what creators need. It's about reconnecting with the users who waited years for this. So yeah, that teaser might have only said one word, dropping, but to a whole community of creators, it said everything.